can't necessarily borrow time. So just be conscious that time, money, skills are the three resources, and time is your big game changer. Vanish Patel, if you've seen him speak, I met him almost 5 years ago in Berkshire, and I was of this opinion: those bloody property investors are all a bunch of rip-off bastards. Sorry about my language, just pain, we'll call it the pain, but I just generally. But actually, I heard the guy speak, and I thought the guy absolutely stormily knows what he's doing. I still thought they're all educators were being a bit naughty. Now I don't think that, because I've met a lot of them and I know they know their stuff. So he just kept phoning me up for about 9 months, telling me what I was doing wrong, and eventually I went, oh, everything he said was correct. So I still work with him now. Fantastic mentor. He's running mentoring programs in groups, and I would highly recommend him. He'll not sugarcoat it. So if you're sensitive, put your armour on. But the guy, unfortunately for me, is almost always right. And 6 months later, you're like, damn, if I'd only just listened to him and not had to test it out for myself. But here's an interesting one, partly why I'm injured, but not because of him. So Sonny Webster is 21. He's my weightlifting coach. He is the British champion. I'm over 40, but I'm the British champion for British weightlifting. And I want to now hit some world targets, just because it'll be a laugh, just because they're there, just for fun. And he really inspires me. He's just come back from the Worlds. He did another PB, he set another British championship. Now why? Because A, he's got the confidence to lift the most crazy amount of weight above his head. That's mental. So from starting from nothing to buying millions of pounds of property is confidence. So get on with it, believe you can do it. B, all of the work is done behind the scenes. He is an international level athlete that I meet up with 3 times a week, and I see how much work he does, and he never shirks. So again, it just translates straight back to property. And C, he bombs out. He's British champion, He's got personalised number plates, he drives a BMW, sponsored, he's got status, and he will totally screw up in a competition. And if you know anything about weightlifting, and I know it's a minority sport, but it's a thing of beauty, because it's so technically competent, you got 3 lifts and you're bombed, right? So he can bomb out, and I'll be sat there, because I'm slightly like his mum, because his mum actually lives in New Zealand, so I do quite a lot of pastoral care, shall we say, because I'm very fond of the lad. And I'll be thinking, oh shit, he's going to be, and he'll come in on Monday morning and go, you all right, son? He went, yeah, I just fucked up, next. Attitude, absolutely amazing attitude. And that's what you need in property. So take from an international athlete and pull it back into property. Just keep your attitude positive. I think I've heard 3 sentences in all the years that I've trained with him that were negative. And one of them was just before the Commonwealth Games, which, let's be fair, for a 20-year-old at the time is fairly big level. So he had 1 sentence of nerves. I think that's quite cool. So his attitude makes him win. So bring all of that into property. It's where we're at. Some of you guys may know some of these guys from our videos. I want 3rd week in January is our 5th year, and I want to hit deal 200 just because. So I've told Ash that, so you better hurry up. Because and with 37 million quid of property sourced at a purchase price of 23 million quid in just under 5 years now. Not bad. So we know a thing or two, meaning we screwed up on a thing or two, so we've got plenty of experience. So I hope you'll draw that experience out of me tonight. Have you seen our YouTube vids? Who's seen them? Do you want to shout out? What do you think?
Brilliant.
Brilliant. Ah. Helpful? So most of you haven't seen our YouTube videos. We have a library. Do you want to maybe explain? Sorry to put you on the spot.
A really, really good library that explains a lot of what Susannah's done step by step, and some of the strategies and the way that she's done what she's done.
We like sharing. I started in this room knowing nothing, and I'm incredibly grateful to all those people that helped me. So we just shoot like 2-minute videos, literally skid it in, shoot a video, keep going. Spot the video of Ash buying from auction. He was trying to buy 29 properties that day. He didn't buy 29 properties, but he was trying to buy 29 properties, and he's the politest, nicest guy in the world. And he was like, Suze, get out my face. I'm like, no, I'm going to shoot a video. So it is shot on the move, talking about property, and hopefully giving you as much high-level content as possible. Have a look. We get 10,000 views a month at the moment, but have a look. There's maybe 240, 250 videos, something like that, all in playlists for you guys. And it's Susannah Cole, the Good Property Company. And obviously Facebook, we do a lot of social media, Facebook and all that stuff, and we hope to pump out a lot of good content. And then there's 2 commercial ways, my only commercial interlude. You can either join my group, so David, you just have, so you might want to find out how it is for you. And Stuart, you've been volunteering in that group for a while, helping me stay to time. Good luck, Stuart. Or you can find our source deals. And Patricia, you've also been volunteering for quite a while. And where's Chris? Chris Daniels? Where are you? Oh, he's outside. Okay, if you want to give either Patricia, give a wave, or Stuart, give a wiggle. Your business card, we can send you the slides. So give your cards to these guys. Right, we're going to talk about raising private finance, we're going to talk about sourcing discounted deals, and we're talking about buy to sell. And my thinking is, what quality content can I give you guys that you can go away, grab, and kick off and start tomorrow morning? Might be a late night, because we all like to talk property, but hopefully it's really useful. I'm now driving home after this and then starting again at 7:30 in the morning. Technically, I don't need to work. I actually genuinely don't. I'm seriously able to earn much more than I ever earned in a job by not working. I work 2 hours a week on my portfolio because I have a team of 3 that manages it. However, I still love running property, so we're doing like 30 buy to sells at the moment, and I'm doing a grade 2 listed chapel, I'm doing a grade 2 star listed house with no roof for £500,000 because it's a laugh, why not? The roof is going on at the moment. So I'm loving being in property, hence I'm a little bit busy. Let's look at Mug Street. Mug Street is one of my little favourite babies. Painted it blue. Most houses that I own in Bristol are painted blue. Why? Because I like blue houses. Why not?
I like mine, Mug Street.
I know, it's like... Yes, rhubarb and custard, isn't it? I love Mug Street. It's like 3 minutes or 5 minutes around the corner from my house. And my baby girl lived in there until very recently. So that single parent, not quite able to comfortably feel like she could strongly support her family. Both my kids live in my houses now. Isn't that beautiful? My son lives in a flat. It's the only house that I don't own in Bristol. It's in Glasgow. But my mum and dad live 15 minutes away. And I was on the phone to him today going, have you eaten? He went, yeah, I went to Grandma's yesterday. And my mum makes twice the amount of food, gives him the second batch, and she makes the exact same cake for my son every week, who's quite a plain eater. Vanilla, and he's been going there for 2 years non-stop since he started college, once a week. So I know he's fed once a week, which is good, but he's also in a flat I own, which feels amazing. You know, it's much more amazing than me thinking about all the properties I own, that both my kids are beyond belief safe. So, not bad numbers. Now it's definitely 275. But that's what we evaluated it at, and that's what the Rick surveyor evaluated up when we refinanced. We got it from an estate agent. So how do you source from estate agents? Who's sourcing from estate agents at the moment? A few, but not loads and loads and loads. How many phone calls are you making a week? Keep your, all of those sourcing, are you doing 10 phone calls a week? Keep your hands up. 10, 20 phone calls a week? 30 phone calls a week? What? 40 phone calls a week, 50 phone calls a week, 60 phone calls a week, 70 phone calls a week, 80 phone calls a week, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, down. There's your numbers again. Okay, so we do about 130 phone calls a week, very roughly. We will then view about 30 properties a week, very roughly, and then we will offer on 85% and above of properties we view. If Ash is not offering on 85% of properties he's viewed, he's totally wasting his time. What's going wrong on the phone calls? Because you should be doing more desk research, because mate, and we also buy only stuff that's 17 minutes from the office. Why? Because otherwise we're wasting time driving, and I don't want any time wasted because we've got a business to run. So if you're not offering on 85% of what you're sourcing, you're making some mistakes in your research. So go back to basics, make another cup of tea, and figure out why you're not sourcing better. I phone up and say, have you got anything with margin? Simple. And they go, is that a 1 bed, a 2 bed, or a 3 bed, and can I have your name and number? And I go, yeah, I'd love to. And then they go, well, I don't understand, put me in a box, what do you want? I go, I want something with margin. And then I say, because I can do this being a girl, you are the experts. You're the ones that know your stock. I want you to rifle, so you are the expert, says, I give you your place. You are, because they genuinely are the expert. I'm not the expert. They're the expert in their quarter of a mile, despite the fact they're 21 with spiky hair. Good on you, lad. Even if they're a girl. And I will say, you know your stock. Can you rifle through your mental filing cabinet? Because think about their environment. It's hard floors, it's glass, it's all very trendy. There's like 5, 6, 7 other people on the phone. They got the stuff in the back room, they got the stuff in the front room. It is like, you're not allowed to think. And then think about estate agents generally. Do estate agents have repeat customers? No. Because a person on average buys a house every 7 years. So why are you going to account manage anybody? So are they trained to recognise repeat customers? No. So it's 100% your job to phone them. It is nothing about their job to phone you. We're the biggest buyer. Do you think the phone rings off the hook for us? I mean, we do get stuff all the time, but it is not ringing off the hook. Hang out in our offices. It's not like smashing out. There's 288 estate agents. Do you think they phone us every week? No. Mental, but they don't. So I need you to do those numbers. And then I need you to slow them down so that their brains can start thinking, because their environment doesn't help them think. It's not their fault at all. So slow them down. Slow your voice down. And realise that the first deal is definitely not going to be a deal. The second deal might be, in the third deal, oh my God, you've got it. So bag the third deal and have them think, give them the place, they are the experts. Ash didn't source a deal. Ash has sourced almost all those deals. I mean, I can source beautifully, but Ash does it even better than me. So I go run the company, he sources. Ash could not source a deal for 2.5 months because he forgot to let them be the expert, because he loves property so much. You just get excited about what they told him, and then you go, oh yeah, I know that one. Well, you've just taken their expert place. And I sat there twitching, a startup company. He was on the dining room table, I'm on the living room, kitchen table. I could hardly afford to employ the guy, and he couldn't bring in a bloody deal for 2.5 months. I was going mental behind the scenes. I was sitting on my hands so I wouldn't do anything. And all he said was, what am I doing wrong? And I said, give them their